Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Darrell. And yes, it is really me. I am back. Oh my god guys, I've missed you so much. I know I have not uploaded in a while. I had to take a much needed break from YouTube as I was going through, how should we say, transitional periods. But nevertheless, she is back. She is back with a new camera, a new microphone, a new backdrop, and I've also dyed my hair. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out some new makeup products that are new to me in 2021. This includes Rihanna's new skincare line, Fenty Skin, and the new Gucci foundation that I've got on my skin right now. These amazing Patrick Ta products from his makeup line. But before we get into all of that, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button so you are notified on all my uploads. And don't forget to follow me on all social medias at Dollface Darrell Beauty. And now that you've done that, let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, since this video is going to be mainly about new products that I've been using in 2021, I wanted to start off with some skincare that I've been absolutely loving. So since the beginning of the year, I've been using all the Fenty Skin products. So you probably know by now, Rihanna came out with her new skin line, which is called Fenty Skin. And I believe that she's come out with 5 products and I've absolutely been loving every single one of them. To start off with my skincare routine, I always use the Fenty Skin Cleanser. I use this every morning just to wash my face and just to cleanse and clear my skin and make sure it's perfect and clean. And then I go in with the Fenty Skin Fat Water Toner. Oh my god, probably out of all the skincare products she's launched, this is probably my favorite. I absolutely love this. I'm obsessed with it. It's like a hybrid, so it's a toner slash serum, and it just really hydrates your skin. And when I say my skin looks so clear, so even, and so blurred out when I use it. I actually used to use this all the time at night time, but now I'm actually using it in the morning too, before makeup. Oh my god, this is like my beauty secret right here. And at night I use the Instant Reset Overnight Cream. This is really good because it's not so thick, it's more like a gel consistency, and it really does plump your skin. Like, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. Like, this right here is amazing. And I also use the eye cream with this. I use them kind of together. Since using this, I've noticed that my eyes are not so puffy in the morning, so this is really good. So if you guys haven't tried out the Fenty Skin products, I really suggest you do. I know that Boots has sales on them a lot of time. Basically, I've got most of this stuff on sale and they are affordable. So right now on my face, I've cleansed and I have toned, so now I'm going to go in with moisturizer. So for moisturizer today, I'm going to be using the Fenty Skin Hydro Visor moisturizer, and this baby here has a SPF of 30. I've been using this moisturizer every single day. It's just so hydrating and it really instantly plumps your skin. And probably my favorite thing about this is that it does not leave a white cast. Okay, so I kind of have like a love and hate relationship with SPF. Obviously SPF is very important. However, over the years I've really struggled to find an SPF that doesn't leave that white cast. Because I'm a person of color, anytime I wear SPF on my face, I always have that grey cast, and then it peeks through my foundation and my foundation looks ashy, so I just avoid it at all costs. But now I finally found a perfect SPF cream that doesn't change the color of my skin. It's literally invisible. Just makes the skin look so hydrated and so plump. It's so important to use SPF in your skincare routine, in your everyday routine really. Whether you're wearing makeup or not, it's so important. So this right here is definitely my new baby. Absolutely love this. So when it comes to primers, there's no new primers that have come out that I've been really interested in, so I'm just going to go in with my YSL Touche Eclat primer. It hydrates, it blurs out your skin. Okay guys, let's move on to foundation, and I'm really excited to show you this one because I've actually never used it, so this is my first impressions. Today I'm going to be trying out the new Gucci foundation. Yes, I say Gucci, very bougie. So recently Gucci's come out with a new foundation. I think this is their first ever foundation. I know that Gucci does have a makeup brand, but I've personally never tried anything from Gucci. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about the Gucci makeup line. However, I've seen a lot of people on Instagram using this foundation, and I've seen a lot of videos pop up on YouTube of people reviewing this, but the only video that I've personally watched is the Jackie Aina review on this. So just a disclaimer, I have dry skin and Jackie Aina has more on the oily side of skin, so the foundation really worked for her because she claims that it's very matte. So for me, I'm a little bit nervous, but Jackie Aina's makeup, once she applied this foundation and when she did her whole makeup, it looked amazing. So after watching that, I was like, I might have to try it. This is what she looks like. So she comes in a glass component with a nude pink top. very bougie. It has quite a lot of weight to it. It's quite heavy. Let me just check how many fluid ounces we get in this baby. 1.0 fluid ounces. So this is a typical amount for a foundation. So I'm just going to read off some claims of what this foundation does from the Gucci website. So this foundation comes in 40 shades. It is developed to be a comfortable, lightweight and completely buildable formula. The perfecting formula can be adorned as a barely there finish or can be built to full coverage. It says it gives a natural finish and it's suitable for all skin types, lightweight and long wearing, and it claims to have glycerin in it, which is really good because glycerin is really good for hydrating purposes. So I'm happy that it has that in there because, like I said, I've got dry skin, so I normally go for more of a hydrating, like luminous foundation. Just because I have dry skin, I tend not to wear matte foundations, but this one doesn't actually claim to be matte. It claims to be a more of a natural finish. But I specifically remember Jackie Aina saying how this is really matte to the point where you don't even have to powder it. So that to me says that it's going to be very matte. I think people with dry skin, you can wear matte foundations, but you just have to make sure you prime and moisturize your skin with very hydrating products, and then you should be fine. That way it won't cling to your dry patches or exaggerate lines on your face or set into lines. So just as long as you have a hydrating base, you should be good to go. So yes, I'm really excited to try this. So I've got this in the shade 330W. So obviously you can't go into stores and match yourself and swatch and things like that. So on the Gucci website, they do have chat assistants where you can talk about your undertones and what foundation will best suit you. They have this color matching system as well that you can do, but I personally asked an assistant. I said that I've got a yellow and golden undertone, so which one would be great for me? And I'm medium tan, so they matched me with 330W. Let's hope this is going to be a good match. I'm going to shake her up. I'm going to put, I don't even know how much to put, maybe 2, 1, 2. I mean, it's not thick, but it's not exactly watery either. It is running down, but slowly. I'm just going to take some of that, put it on my cheeks. Yeah, this is perfect. The undertone is definitely perfect. I mean, when it comes to people matching me, I do get a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a good match. Okay, now I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna blend that out. Okay, it blends out effortlessly already. It's literally sinking into my skin. It's a really good colour match too. Just hope it doesn't oxidize. And it does feel lightweight. It doesn't feel like I've got anything on my face. I can still see a little bit of luminous poking through too. My face doesn't look too matte, which is good. Okay, I like the coverage. It does look quite natural. It does claim to have a natural finish. Looks like my skin, but better. Doesn't look like I've got foundation on. I do want to add that it does have a slight fragrance in it. I know some people don't like fragrances because some people's skins are more sensitive and they react to fragrance, but it's not that overpowering. When I first applied it I could smell it, whereas now it's kind of fading. I think I can just smell it more on my sponge. Okay, so I've just zoomed you guys in a bit closer just so you can see. Like I said, you can still see a little bit of luminous peeking through. For color reference, if you're someone close to my skin tone, I use the Fenty foundation in 310. All her foundations in 310. So if you use 310 in the Fenty Beauty foundation, 330 Gucci will be a really good match for you. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's move on to concealer. So shockingly, no, I will not be using the Pat McGrath concealer, which you know is my favorite concealer. Today I'm going to be talking about a new concealer that I've been absolutely loving. The Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer. This is not a new launch per se, but it's definitely a new product for me. I've been using the foundation that is basically the pair for this concealer, and I absolutely love that foundation. But this concealer, people, do not be sleeping on this concealer. It's medium to full coverage, and the finish, people, the finish. So airbrush, so smooth on the skin. It works with any foundation I use, whether it's matte or really hydrating or sheer, full coverage. This concealer is magic in a bottle. And I use this in the shade 301, which is a yellow undertone. So Shiseido is a Korean brand, and Korean beauty is really known for natural looking makeup. So basically your skin but better, just enhancing your natural beauty, which I feel like a lot of people are now starting to really get into that more natural look. I know I definitely have. I've just been enjoying that more natural looking makeup. I really like the way this concealer applies to the skin. It's so creamy. It's like really creamy formula, and like I said, the coverage is medium to full, so you can really build it up, but I feel like you don't really need a lot of this. And I like the applicator as well, it's quite interesting, and it just melts into the skin. Very natural looking, just conceals just enough to get that natural look. Like, it doesn't even look like I've got concealer on, it's just melted right into the foundation. And low-key, this might be my new favourite concealer. I just love the way it looks. Okay guys, when it comes to setting powders, I need your help. I have not been able to find a new setting powder that I love as much as I love my Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. This, it just does it. When you find a powder that just does the damn thing, you tend not to really stray from it, and I feel like I've got into the rut where this is just the powder that I just reach for. Either this one or the Fenty Beauty Banana Powder. Between them two, I don't actually use any other powders. So if you guys can find me a dupe for this Laura Mercier Honey Translucent Powder, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to know your recommendations, but for today's video, I'm going to be using this one. No matter what products I use on my face, this powder just always comes out looking the same. It's just so smooth. Ugh, like a baby's bottom. I just can't use any other powder, I'm sorry. But like I said, if you know any that's like a dupe for this, let me know. Okay, I'm just lightly setting the foundation because I remember Jackie Aina saying that this foundation, that you didn't even have to really set it, it sets itself. But any sort of foundation I wear, I always have to set it. I'm just using whatever's left on my sponge to set the rest of my face. This is what my face looks like once it has been set. The foundation still looks really good. If anything, it looks better with this powder. But I just feel like this powder just makes any foundation look better. But I am liking how the foundation is looking. It hasn't oxidized. Thank God. I was scared that I was going to be looking orange at this point of this video, so it definitely doesn't oxidize. Just a side note. So when you apply the foundation, once it basically dries down, it stays true to that color, which is good. Okay, so for bronzer, again, I have not found a new bronzer, so I'm just going to be going in with my favorite bronzer, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Tan. You guys have seen me use this bronzer so many times, so I'm actually going to speed through this part. Okay, for eyebrows, this new product I've been absolutely loving. I think I might actually have found my new favorite eyebrow product. This is the new Huda Beauty #Bomb Brow eyebrow pencil. This right here, if you like the look of like microbladed eyebrows and you're trying to get something close to that in an eyebrow product, this one is going to be your best friend. The thing I love about this product is the actual pencil itself is so thin and so fine. Like, I don't think I own an eyebrow pencil that is this thin, which is perfect to get like really good precision and to give those feather-like hair strokes. This is perfect for that. So I wear this in the shade 06 Rich Brown, and the other end comes with a spoolie, and I actually low-key really like this spoolie because how rough it is. It does tug a bit, but I actually like that. I figure this is perfect for people who have thick eyebrows to really get them tamed where you want them to be. I really love this. This is probably my favorite spoolie. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and show you how this product works. Because the product is really, really fine and thin, I would say don't roll it up too far because it will break, but that's just like any other eyebrow product. And then what I do is I kind of start with the middle of my brow just to start carving out the shape I want. So I always start from the bottom, and any gaps I'll just lightly fill them in, and then I'll go to the top arch and start filling that in lightly, and then keep brushing up. The key is always to keep brushing up the product, and it will just blend out any strokes, and that way it doesn't look so harsh. Okay, and then I'll go to the front, and then I'll slowly start giving those hair strokes at the front. It's always important to use the lightest hand when you get to the front because you don't want it to look harsh. You don't want blocked brows. I mean, some of you might, but I definitely don't. And then again, I just brush what I've done. That way it gives you more of a natural looking brow. So this is my brow with no product, and this is the brow with product. See the difference? It still looks very natural, and that's what I love about this. Okay guys, this is both brows done. Absolutely love how this product works for my brows. Definitely recommend it. This is definitely my favorite eyebrow product right now. Okay guys, I'm going to quickly jump off camera and prime my eyelids to get ready for some eyeshadow. Okay guys, for eyeshadow today, I've recently picked up this little mini palette from Too Faced. This is the Light My Fire palette, and she looks like this. So it comes with 6 mattes and 2 shimmers, and it's a very neutral, warm tone palette, which is right up my street. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram using this. If you know anything about me, I love warm tone eyeshadows. I just think it complements my complexion really well, and I really wanted to try it out. I mean, I haven't actually used a palette from Too Faced in years. Like, I haven't even really seen any like new launches from Too Faced. I remember the last palette I used from Too Faced was the Chocolate Soleil palette, I believe it was. The one that smelled like chocolate. This was years ago. I remember that palette was so huge back in the day. Oh my god, everybody was using that palette. I think that was the first high-end eyeshadow I ever bought. So I'm actually really excited to use this one today. So, oh, okay, cool. It has the name of the shadows on the back. Okay, just to set my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using this nude shade right here, this matte one, and it's called Munchies. I'm just gonna apply that all over my lid. Okay, taking that same E40 brush by Sigma, I'm going to take this shade called Cheese Louise, which is a really nice warm orange shade. I'm going to put that all over my crease. Okay, very pigmented, as you can see. I kind of forgot how these eyeshadows perform. I can't really remember how the chocolate one performed. I just remember everybody was using it, so I just wanted to use it. Back then, I probably didn't even know how to even use eyeshadows properly. This is blending out really nicely, really smooth. And now I'm going to take my Sigma F63 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade right here, which is called Old Flames. It's this really nice deep red brown shade. I'm going to place that in my crease. Okay, these are blending out like a dream, and the pigment, A+. I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill JH36 brush. I'm going to dip into this matte shade here called Cheese Whiz, which is a really nice yellow mustard shade. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this shade and just put it right at the top, just to blend all those lines out. So, okay, now I'm going to take my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Smokin', which is a deep brown chocolate shade. I'm going to start carving out my crease. Just add a little depth to the eye. Okay, I'm really liking this formula to this eyeshadow. So easy to blend out. I'm not having to work a lot to blend them out. I'm going to take my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH61 flat brush. I'm going to dip into the shade right here, and it's called Fired Up. Now, it looks very orange in the pan, like an orange shimmer, but when I swatched it, it was quite gold. And I'm going to spray her like I do all my shimmers. I'm going to pat that on. Okay, wow. That's really pretty. Yeah, definitely more golden than orange. I mean, I can still see some orange flexes. I don't know if you can see. The undertone of this shimmer is definitely more gold than it is orange. And it's the perfect tone of gold as well. It's a gold that I always really like to use. And it blends out really well too. And another plus side as well, I'm not seeing any sort of fallout underneath my eyes, which is always good. And not so much in the pan either. There's like hardly any fallout coming out, which is good. Hi.
Hi, Boo. How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually filming right now.
Okay, no worries. I'll call you back after.
Okay, perfect. Can you see me? I can't even see myself. I don't know where I am.
No, I can't see you.
Wait, where am I? No, I just literally, you're my full screen.
Oh, Anna!
You literally are. Right, sorry about that. Let's carry on. I'm going to take that same brush. I'm going to dip back into that deep brown shade. Just tap it on the outer corners of where I laid down that shimmer shade. I'm going to dip back into that shade Old Flame, and I'm just going to smoke out my under eyes. Cute, cute, cute. I'm going to take my Rimmel nude pencil, and I'm just going to put that in my waterline, as I always do. Okay, so for mascara, I'm going to be using the very popular Sky High Mascara by Maybelline. So you guys have probably seen this all over TikTok. This is kind of where it blew up. I've actually been using this for the last couple of weeks, and I do like it, but If I'm being honest, I don't think the hype is necessarily accurate. I mean, I feel like drugstore mascaras are one of the best mascaras you can actually purchase, and I feel like there's so many good ones. This one is good, but I don't think that this one is necessarily revolutionary in a sense. It's nothing amazing. I mean, it's a good mascara, but it's not going to, let's say, make me stop using all my other mascaras. Do you know what I mean? I do like the brush. The brush is really good for packing on the products. But the claim is that it makes it sky high, and I just feel like with this mascara, it doesn't necessarily make my eyelashes go sky high. I feel like there's other mascaras that do that better than this one. But like I said, it's a good affordable mascara for sure. I really like this for the bottom lashes, because it really gets in there and it coats all of my bottom lashes. Okay, so no mascara. Like I said, it's cute, but I just don't think it's anything amazing. But because with this look, I'm going to be wearing eyelashes anyway, so it really doesn't matter what mascara I'm going to use. Okay, I'll be right back with eyelashes on. Okay guys, so I'm done with the eyes. I've just added some eyelashes. These are the Prima Lash in the style Danity. But I just want to quickly speak about the foundation. The foundation's looking really good on camera. I'm just looking in the viewfinder right now, and it definitely is still very matte. I've got like no sort of luminous or radiance peeking through. So just for my dry skin people out there, this is definitely very, very matte. But by the time I spray my face and put highlighter on, I'm sure it will look a little bit more lived in. But before that, we have to talk about blush. Guys, I have been absolutely in love with the Patrick Ta blushes. He's come out with 4 blushes. I have all of them, but these 2 right here are my favorite. My 2 favorite blushes from the Patrick Ta line are She's So LA, which looks like this, and it's a very bronzy blush. Like, you look at it and you might think, wait, this looks like a straight up bronzer, but let me tell you, on the skin it gives you such a natural blush. It doesn't even look like you're wearing blush. That's how like natural it is. This is perfect for like every day. Oh my god, this one is just, this is a must-have. But the shade I definitely end up picking up the most is the shade Do We Know Her. This one is definitely my favorite. This is such a beautiful peachy coral shade. It's so universal. It's just beautiful on the skin. This is like the blush I've been waiting my whole life for. So as you can see, there's 2 blush components. One is cream and one is powder. So normally when it comes to cream and powder products, we are taught that we're supposed to use the cream first to kind of lay down the foundation and then use the powder to set it. Whereas Patrick Ta has the opposite technique. His technique is using the powder first and then going on top with the cream. When it comes to Patrick Ta's whole makeup techniques, he really likes the skin to look as glossy and as glowy as he can get it. And that's probably one of my favorite styles of makeup. I watch a lot of his videos and his models always just look so radiant and so like goddess like. I love the way he does makeup. So by putting the cream blush on last, it gives you more of a luminous lived in look, which I absolutely love. It makes the skin look so glossy and it looks natural and not powdery. So I'm going to show you that technique right now. Oh my god, I am so obsessed with it. I'm going to take my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH04 blush brush. I'm going to take the powdered side first. These are very pigmented, so do go in lightly at first and you can always build it up. I'm going to place it right here at the apples of my cheeks. As you can see immediately, like I said, a little really does go a long way. These are very pigmented, but just look at that colour. Oh, it's just so vibrant and just so pretty. Okay, now that I've done the powder side, I'm now going to go in with the cream side. I'm going to take my beauty blender and dip into this cream shade here and start going in. Just love the way it looks on the skin, and it kind of gives it a nice little sheen. So it takes it from a powdery look to a more luminous, and she is very pigmented, as you can see. If you put too much on, just take a clean side of a beauty blender and just blend it out like so. But I absolutely love this colour. This is like a really good summer shade. Out of all the new products that I've been trying this year, these blushes are definitely my favourite products that I've picked up. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm extremely late to this product. I'm going to be using the Becca Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill collaboration in the shade Champagne Pop. This product probably really did set the game for that beaming highlight trend. This highlighter was a craze back in the day. Like, everybody used to go on about this highlighter. But I remember I swatched it in a store and I thought it was way too light. That's why at the time I never purchased it. But then I saw this video on this girl who had a very similar complexion to mine, and she wore this and it looked amazing on her. So I was like, Okay, I definitely need to get this. I'm going to take some of that on my highlighting brush. I'm just going to place it on the high points of my cheeks. And as you can tell, it is very pigmented. Okay, I love that. And I didn't even wet my brush because I feel like with these types of highlighters, you really don't need to. Wow, so glossy looking. Love it. Okay, so for lipstick, I've always wanted to try lipsticks from the Pat McGrath Labs line. Over the years, I've had really good reviews about these lipsticks, how creamy and long wearing they are. I got my lipstick in the shade McMenemy, and this is what she looks like, a really nice plum purple shade. Okay, straight out the gate, very creamy. And very smooth. It doesn't feel dry at all. This is a matte formula. This one's really creamy. It's like I put some like shea butter on my lips or something. That's how like creamy this is. Very hydrating, very smooth, not dry at all. Okay, I love the color. Definitely loving this. Wow. Okay, for setting spray, I've been absolutely loving the Patrick Ta Major Glow Milk Setting Mist. This right here. If you want glowy, like model skin, definitely have to try this. I think this will be perfect for the Gucci foundation that I'm wearing because it is very matte, whereas this will kind of bring it back to life again and give it more of a glowy look. Well guys, this is the end of the video. This was a full face of using all new makeup of 2021. I do have to say I love everything that is on my face. There's nothing I used today that I didn't like. All the Fenty skincare products, absolutely been loving. I use them every single day. I've been using them since the beginning of the year and I have seen such an improvement in my skin. So that definitely gets an A+ from me. So if you clicked on this video to see my review on the Gucci foundation, I do have to say it looks amazing on camera. For sure. It's a high-end foundation, so I don't really expect anything less from Gucci. I do believe that it does live up to the claims of it being a natural finish. For me to really make a decision on whether I really love a foundation or not, I do have to wear it more than once. But first impressions, definitely I am liking it. So if you're looking to try this foundation, I definitely would give it a try. Okay, this eyeshadow palette from Too Faced, I did love. And I think Too Faced did a really good job at choosing these colors for this mini palette. The pigment was so easy to work with. It just looks so smooth. So if you're on a hunt for a smaller palette that has all the good warm tones in it, definitely give this one a try. This Pat McGrath lipstick, absolutely one of the best formulas I've ever tried in a lipstick. This one right here, so creamy. Even now, it hasn't even really dried down. It still looks matte, but my lips, I can still press them together and they don't crack. They haven't settled into any lines or patched anywhere. And I find that most lipsticks do that. This one definitely didn't. This one is definitely an A+ for me. But the Patrick Ta products are like literally my favorite products of 2021 for sure. This blush is so beautiful on the skin. And normally when it comes to blush is one of the first things that actually wear off your face. But I've worn this so many times and it looks amazing in pictures. And by the end of the day, it literally looks like I've just applied it. So you definitely have to try these. And if you want a setting spray that makes you look like a glowing goddess, you definitely have to try this. This really does lock in moisture to your face and it sets your makeup where it looks amazing all day, and it gives you this beautiful glowy finish at the end. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on all social medias, that is at Dollface Darrell Beauty. So thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you in the next one.